Deputy Prime Minister, I welcome you and your delegation to India. We meet at a time when the world is under considerable churn. As two nations located in different regions, each with its own challenges and opportunities, it is obviously useful to exchange views and perspectives. Our bilateral relationship has also progressed steadily, but nevertheless needs constant tending. India and Poland have traditionally enjoyed warm and friendly ties. In recent years, it's been marked by high-level political exchanges and vibrant economic and people-to-people ties. The visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Poland in August 2024 saw our relationship elevated to a strategic partnership status. Today, Deputy Prime Minister, we would review the Action Plan 2024-28, through which we seek to realize the full potential of our strategic partnership. We will also discuss ways to take forward our cooperation in trade and investment, defense and security, clean technologies, and digital innovation. Poland is one of India's largest trading partners in Central Europe. Our bilateral trade, I believe, stands at about $7 billion, having registered a growth of almost 200% in the past decade. Indian investment in Poland has surpassed $3 billion, creating a number of job opportunities for Poles. India's strong economic growth, size of its market, and pro-investment policies provide immense opportunity for Polish businesses. We will also explore promoting deeper cultural and people-to-people ties. The Dobre Maharaj remains a cherished link. I recall meeting Polish youth in February last year under the first Cham Saheb Memorial Youth Exchange Program. It is heartening to note that Indology continues to thrive and yoga is popular in Poland. Today, our conversation will naturally cover regional and global developments. In particular, an exchange of assessments on our respective neighborhoods would be useful. You have been speaking about it publicly during your visit as well. In recent past, both in New York last September and in Paris this January, I have candidly shared our views on the Ukraine conflict and its implications. While doing so, I have also repeatedly underlined that the selective targeting of India is both unfair and unjustified. I do so again today. Deputy Prime Minister, you are no stranger to our region and are more than familiar with the long-standing challenges of cross-border terrorism. I hope at this meeting to discuss some of your recent travels to the region. Poland should display zero tolerance for terrorism and not help fuel the terrorist infrastructure in our neighborhood. Once again, a warm welcome, and I request you for your opening remarks.
Thank you very much for inviting me. As I've already mentioned, I was delighted to be attending for the first time the Jaipur Literary Festival, a great global cultural event. As you said, I personally have been to India many times before, both privately and officially, but for the first time since the establishment by our Prime Ministers of the strategic partnership. And as you said, we want to review the progress and the perspectives. We seem to be the dynamic countries in our regions, and therefore we should explore the opportunities that there are. We are also countries that were colonized in the 19th century, so we have particular sensitivities in that area. I completely agree with you on the need to counter transnational, trans-border terrorism. Poland, as you may have heard, has been a victim of both arsons and attempted state terrorism when a Polish railway line was blown up under a moving train just very recently. Fortunately, through the incompetence of the terrorists, there were no casualties. I also completely agree with you on the unfairness of selective targeting by tariffs, and we in Europe know something about that also, and we fear that this is progressing to a global trade turbulence. I was very glad to be able to discuss with you in Paris the state of affairs in the format of Weimar Triangle Plus, and we are hoping that India will continue to stay engaged in Europe. We've noticed that you are establishing embassies everywhere in Europe, which means that you are serious about relations with the European Union. It will be the turn of our Prime Minister to come to India, and I hope that happens before too long. Again, thank you for inviting me, and I'm looking forward to our exchanges.
Thank you very much. Of course, the selective targeting is not limited to tariffs. I think there have been other forms of selective targeting, but we will discuss. So once again, thank you, Press.